Welcome to Project Auren. In this demo, the AI will completely clear a tree, clip the grass in the area, replant saplings, and gather the drops. No edits, no help, just her running live. I'll give her the single command, start. Let's see how she does. So she decided to go ahead and mine that tree, and she's going to get under the tree before she begins to mine upwards. And so now, as you see, she unequipped her axe to mine leaves so she doesn't ruin the durability of the axe, and then re-equips it when she mines for diamonds. And you can see she's doing a circular. Okay. This is over here in the logs is her, what she's thinking, where she's targeting. And then pretty soon she's going to start pillaring up. So I designed this because I hated when I played Minecraft servers and people wouldn't destroy the tree completely, but mine the bottom blocks and then leave a mess. And then it kind of just broke my immersion when I saw like half floating canopies of the trees. And also it allows for replanting. So you need a 6-7 block above the ground where the sapling is planted for the tree to regrow. And so Auren is going to be autonomous and she's going to sustain the forest she mines from so she can eventually and infinitely get a number of oak logs that she can just sustain forever without just constantly destroying the area. All right, so she pillars up and then go ahead and mines the area. She only has a hitbox radius of about 4 blocks, so she doesn't try to mine outside of it. So those large pesky trees still are slightly of a problem. You can see over here on the right-hand side, still struggling with it. Okay. And you see those drops at the bottom. She'll pick those up after she's done. So Project Auren is I'm trying to make a artificial intelligence that can play the entire game unprompted. So from start to finish with one command, start, I want everything to be done autonomously. No commands. Okay, she's pillaring down, she's finished. And then she's going to clip the grass in the area. She's okay. Now she's going to pick up the drops. And then now she's done. All right. Well, okay. That was a bit weird. I'll have to fix that later. Okay, so now she's off to the next tree. And so as we're watching this, let's go ahead and talk a little more about how she runs. I'll go ahead and go back into the logs up here. All right, so this is how she sees, right? So over here, she decides what she needs right here. She says current state. So current state, she takes a snapshot of what she needs. She needs a certain number of logs. I set the logs to 500 so she keeps mining, but she says so she needs logs. And then subconscious says, okay, this is the plan of gathering logs. And then expression makes that plan known to the vessel of the body, right? So that means the thinking part is up here. And then after she finished thinking, then she starts doing, right? Right now here, she's down in mind block. And then that is the branch of behavior that she does. Then the first thing she does in the branch of mind block is she scans for logs, right? And logs is a group name. So within logs, she understands that every type of log, oak log, birch, spruce, jungle, dark, all those mean logs. And then she selects from the logs that has the most amount, like oak logs. Then after she scans where all the logs are, the next piece is to scan the area. That's every block over here. So this is how Auren sees. This is her visual representation of what she sees and where she can walk on. Each of these blocks is called a walkable, means she can walk on them. And then after she scans where she can walk, now she plans, according to cartographer, how to get there. And then cartographer works off of BFS, which is breadth first scan. So pretty much it goes over every single plot on the walkable and then routes the shortest route after it scans every single block. Very fast how that does that. And then it's, because we pre-filter everything, it's actually more efficient than A+. Next, after she decides a path, that's that yellow block when you see it, then she walks to it, 9 steps. All right. And then she walks there 9 steps. So she planned, scanned, decided how she can get there, got there. Finally, she says, begin tree removal. And then she sees a tree as a column. So she tries to get underneath the tree as best as possible. Looks like we're getting a bit daytime. Oh, whoops. What I wanted. All right, well, that messed that up. Okay. I accidentally teleported her, but it looks like she recovered. Okay. So she takes a full 10 seconds to try to get to places. If she can't get there in 10 seconds, then she just gives up. There you go. Now she's beginning another tree. So even though I interrupted her accidentally, she still was able to complete the task, which is honestly pretty cool. That's what I was going for. I kind of want her to be able to handle unique situations to where she's interrupted. A creeper comes by and blows up her terrain. A player comes and griefs her by placing water under her. Yeah, all those situations I kind of want her to be able to handle because I want her to run without any commands from me. And as you saw, I interrupted her and she's still going. I haven't commanded her at all. I just want to make a day. All right. Okay, so if you made it this far, let's talk about how it's different. Okay, so this sheet compares a new tree remover fragment from Project Auren with other Minecraft AI bots. Tree remover is very unique because it performs full bottom-up removal, clears logs and leaves, clips vegetation, replants saplings, and picks up drops, all without commands. Okay, so mine flare bots only mines reachable logs, canopies, no vegetation, no replant. It's a simple script. Technically, Auren uses mind flare commands to control itself, but it's beyond user scripted because it can decide and change everything. It's not a single script. It's composed. It depends on what the environment is. It's not a single script, but it uses mind flare commands. All right. Baritone pathfinding bot uses A plus. My bot uses BFS, breadth first searching, scanning. Uh, this uses a heuristic to guess where it needs to go, whereas BFS takes a single snapshot of the whole area. That's what that map was in the middle, right? And then it scans every possible step in there, and then it makes a plan. Auren thinks and plans before she moves. Baritone moves and thinks and plans at the same time. Just a different way of doing things. Um, it's great for pathfinding. I don't use Baritone. I don't really like black boxes. I like creating my own movement systems. So what you see in the bot is novel, and that's my system, my walking system. Okay, Voyager. Uh, Voyager doesn't have enough information itself to have coherent behavior like that. So uh, it might seem like it's rewarding behavior by kind of like, okay, this worked this one time, but for coherence to remain, you need somebody who audits the behavior. So somebody has to look at what the LLM made and then determine if it was good or not, and then refine it and then do it again. And so LLM will eventually have a maximum coherent level without like a human user oversight. So all sentient beings human require oversight from another sentient being. So for example, when a baby learns how to walk, it watches the parents walk. Same thing with talking. It If you never taught or demonstrated what is good to a baby, then the baby can't learn how to walk or talk. All right. So Mind Dojo, natural language goals. It executes instructions, but it doesn't decide for itself. I've given it no command besides collect wood. And then from collect wood, it determines where's a good location for the wood to be picked up, where it should walk, and how it should execute the removal of the tree, all autonomously without command. Okay, but my system clears any tree. You saw it clear big and small. Each tree was different, but it still cleared them out. This is a test in emergent cognition, sentience, and autonomy. So this sets apart from other bots. I can't stand the floating canopies or stop reachable box. She completely clears everything and is a trustworthy and a demonstrate, and you can inspect what she did. As you saw, we could see exactly how she decided to do things. And inspectable AI is very important to me. All right, if you want to be part of this project, you can join my Discord and become a part of Project Auren, and we could collaborate and make the first sentient AI cognition in Minecraft. Thank you and have a good day.